that the Roman numeral is in the Super Bowl. You notice that the pharmaceutical companies and all the pharmaceutical goods are in Latin. It's very interesting to note those things. As Daniel prophesied, the Western Roman kingdom is more greedier than the Byzantine Eastern Empire. And as you see here, the Holy Roman Empire is also called the Kingdom of Germany. There's a map of the 12th century. Well, this is the First Reich. This is a time period for 844 years. The Holy Roman Catholic Empire that Constantine set up had an attempt to revive the old Roman Empire. It was called the Dark Ages. The Holy Roman Catholic Crusades took place and the Knights Templar. After the First Reich, for 844 years, the Roman Empire tried to reestablish their strength again, and the Second Reich, which lasted 47 years, the German Empire, and Germany was defeated in World War I in 1918, and the Roman Empire collapsed. And the Third Reich, which we will get into some depth soon, lasted 12 years, and that was Hitler's Nazi Empire with the Roman Catholic Church. And now they're trying to set up the Fourth Reich, so now they can set up their one world order. This newspaper article is out of the Independent UK News, and it's dated March 12, 2003. And as we read down the article, listen to this. It goes on to say, to the Rome Treaty, which created the ICC. And what are they talking about? What is the ICC? The ICC is the International Criminal Court. So what Daniel saw is coming true. The Roman Empire is setting up the International Criminal Court under the Roman Treaty. Here we see the Pope calling for a new world order. This is out of CNN. CNN.com, Pope calls for a new world order, January 1st, 2004. And why is the Pope calling for a new world order? In the article he says, he stressed that to bring about peace, there needs to be a new respect for international law and the creation of a new international order based on the goals of the United Nations. So that's why we have to have the international court system, so everything is under one monarchy rule, like in the past. On MSNBC.com, April 2nd, 2004, the article goes on to say, Al-Qaeda suspect urges Rome's destruction. And it says, Rome is a cross. The West is a cross, and Romans are the owners of the cross. Apparently, when people know their history, they understand that Rome is the owners of the West, the Americans. In the same article, Al-Qaeda goes on to say, the Vatican could be a potential target. Rome is a cross. The West is a cross, and the Romans are the owners of the cross. Muslims' target is the West, and we will split Rome open. And here, it's right in front of us, people. We need to realize, once you understand history, the news just comes right out and tells us who is behind it all. This is a news article out of New York Times magazine on June 13th, 2004, and the headline of it says, Bush asked for Vatican's help on political issues. Who's in control of who? Here you see George W. Bush. This is the true enemy, is these 5-foot statues on both sides that are called fasci. And they're a bundle of reeds with an axe portrayed in the center of it. Now let's look and see what the dictionary has to say. This is what the Webster Dictionary says about the fasci. It's a bundle of rods, and among them an axe with projecting blade borne before ancient Rome magistrates as a badge of authority. So see, people, that what you see in Congress right behind President Bush is the symbols of Rome's authority. That's what these are right here. It's not Al-Qaeda, not CIA, but it is Rome fascism to bring in the New World Order. Here you see the seal of Colorado, and right there is the Roman fasci, right on the Colorado seal. As you see, this is the United States Senate, and here you have the cross of the fasci, right on the logo of the United States Senate. Of course, you got the Knights of Columbus, organization out of the Catholic monarchy, the fasci. And here you see the fasci and the European Union passport right there. Of course, here's the fasci right here, the United States Congress. And this is the mace, and we'll get into that, what the mace stands for. That's also the Roman mace along with the Roman fasci. Here are the old Roman coins. You can see the fasci on the coin depicted here. And even on the United States dime, the old mercury dime, on the back of it is the Roman fasci, showing you it's the badge of authority, just like Daniel predicted in the scriptures. There's a stamp with Adolf Hitler and Mussolini on there, and here you have the Roman fasci on one aspect of it, and the mace, the Roman mace, which we will cover here shortly. This is the United States, inside the U.S. chambers of the House is the mace, the Roman mace of a badge of authority. Here you see the Italian stamp, and what she's holding here is also the fasci. This is the official website of the ushouse.gov, and you can read about the fascis and the Roman fascists all through their website that were under the control of Rome. And here in the same website says the mace used to restore order. And here you see a congressman or somebody, the sergeant of arms actually, can walk over to the Congress who's out of order and set them back into order using the Roman mace. And you can read this out of the house.gov. This is when the Pope got shot back in 81, and here you see the gunman, and he shoots the Pope in the stomach. And this is what the Muslim had to say. Here's the Muslim here who shot the Pope, and this is what he had to say. This is out of CNN. And he says, the Vatican prelates helped him carry out the 1981 attack. Without the help of the priests and cardinals, I would have not been able to carry out that action. The devil is within the Vatican. For those that want to find this article to read up on it, it's CNN, Thursday, March 31st, 2005. You can read it for yourself. It was an inside job to make the Muslims look bad so everybody has sympathy for the white Pope. Here's John Paul II, the Pope, with the Trilateral Commission, April 18th, 1983. Here's the Pope with Queen Elizabeth. And here's John Paul with the Jewish Masonic Lodge, March 22nd, 1984. While we're on the subject, well, let's see who's behind Freemasonry. This book called The Relationship of Mormonism and Freemasonry was written by President Anthony Ivins in the first presidency of the LDS Church. As we open the page, this book is signed January 1936, the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, to an elder on his mission. And as you see here, it's signed by Heber J. Grant, J. Reuben Clark, and David O. McKay. This is the apostle of the LDS Church who wrote the book. And over here it says, A Relationship of Mormonism and Freemasonry.